Yo, what's up everybody? This is Unpunk, and today we have some brand new in-DLC information in the form of enchantments. Today's video will be showing off some of the incredible and new enchantments that should be coming with the final DLC for the Season Pass, which is now known to be called The End. Anyone that has beaten the normal Minecraft will be familiar with the End having it be the final area where you fight the Ender Dragon and beat the game. We can now assume that the Ender Dragon will be the final boss for the 4th DLC being added to the game, assumably around August timeframe. Anyways, back to the video at hand. I want everyone to know ahead of time that I did force these enchantments into the game, and they are currently not obtainable by normal gameplay until they are officially added via DLC. Some of these enchantments work fully, some kind of work, and others don't really work at all, but I will be going through all of the ones that I have found. The first one is called Rushdown and works similar to the new enchantment Rush added with the Hidden Depths DLC. After defeating a mob, you get a movement speed boost of 100% for 1 second. The text on the enchantment currently doesn't show correct, but we can assume that level 1 gets you a 100% speed boost, level 2 gets you 150%, and then level 3 gets you a 200% speed boost. On screen now you can see the gameplay of this, and it isn't the worst enchantment, but it's not my favorite, and it's probably not one I'm going to use. I would rather have sharpness or something with higher damage, personally, from my experience with the game. Next up, we have the enchantment called Aiding. This one is for melee weapons and currently does not have a description, icon, or effect at all. There is no more information on this at the time of me recording this video, but if more information comes out or it gets added in with future updates or anything of the such, I will make sure to bring you guys a video on the subject. After that, we have an armor enchantment called Barrier, which increases your damage resistance by 3%, 6%, or 10%, depending on how many times you level it up. This works as it says while you are within distance of an enemy, which I don't know exactly how many blocks. It gives you a little shield that looks very similar to the potion barrier, but this one is a purple-pink color. This activates and stays active the entire time you are within distance of an enemy and have that armor equipped. The overall enchantment doesn't seem super powerful, but maybe it will be better with certain synergies. If you guys think of any synergies you'd like me to test, just leave a comment down below. Another armor enchantment coming soon is called Regeneration, which acts as the title says and will regenerate either 0.8%, 1%, or 1.2% of your health per second after not taking damage for 10 seconds. Currently in-game, it is not working correctly and only gives you 1 HP a second instead of the percent value as the enchantment is supposed to. This was most likely still being tested for final release, and we'll give you more information as soon as we know. Heals Allies is the most polished enchantment out of this list and allows you to heal your teammates either 25%, 50%, or 75% of the damage you take. This acts identical to the Heals Allies enchantment that enemies have, and thusly, that's the reason it works correctly without having an official release as of yet. This is by far my favorite new enchantment, and is going to be especially great for team play. If all of your teammates have it on their armor, it's going to basically make it so it's extremely hard for your team to go down. The next armor enchantment I found is called Underwater Immunity, which is probably just added to the game so that the devs can test underwater levels, and most likely will not be coming officially to the game at any point. If it does officially come, it will come to some form of unique underwater equipment, or armor rather, that allows you to have this immunity, but it is very, very unlikely as it does break the underwater levels and not allow you to progress through them. Now, as this works, it is as expected, or as the title says, and allows your player to not need to refill their oxygen. It changes all of the physics as well to act like a normal level, including movement, rolling, floating, and arrow movement. This doesn't allow you to take little jump pads or the little shells to launch from section to section of underwater levels. That's why I assume it is not going to be coming to the game at any point. The second to last armor enchantment is called Invisible, and it is the most OP enchantment I've ever used in the game. It has no description, but after testing I found it has about a 3-second delay before activation and acts like the Shadow Potions. Instead of giving you a 7-second invincibility little Shadow Potion effect, it allows all enemies to know your location just the same as that potion does, but when they follow you and try and attack you, they do no damage, and as long as you don't attack in any way with your ranged or melee or use any artifacts, you're going to be literally invincible the entire time, which allows me to just run through levels and not take any damage from any enemies unless you have to do it for lockdowns or such. Thusly, this is the most OP of the list, and probably will be nerfed heavily before it is released, if it is ever released. The final enchantment I have found for armor is going to be called Double Damage and works as expected. It doubles your damage you deal from all sources, that being melee, ranged, or artifacts. There is no description at this time and no way to tell how many enchantment points increase it or how much it increases it, but I do assume that it's going to be probably a 0.5 extra double damage and maybe even a 1.5 when triple enchanted. But as of a triple enchantment, with the current build of it, it does specifically double damage for all items and all things you have equipped. The final enchantment that I found is for ranged weapons, and it is titled Bose Boon. This allows the arrows that pass through your allies to give them a small amount of damage boost. We currently do not have any more information on this enchantment than the description, and I haven't noticed any actual effects while using it in my games, other than the enchantment popping up on the left side where all the rest of the enchantments pop up saying that I am using Bose Boon, and it can stack up to multiple times, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on the actual players when it is traveling through your allies. Doesn't seem to do any bonus damage, but that's the final enchantment we have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and drop a comment down below on your favorite enchantment you're most excited to see. If you'd like to see any synergies with these enchantments, just leave a comment. I'll check it out for myself, and if it's something eventful, I'll either leave a comment or bring a video to the channel in a little while. Thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you guys real soon. Peace.